MK, and I am back with day 27 of Christy's 30-day sketch challenge. 27, you guys, do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? After today, there is only 3 more left. Oh, but this has been so awesome, you guys. Seeing all the different takes on all the sketches just blows me away. It's like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Or, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I love it. So, what do I have here? I have leftovers, except for one piece. I have some tissue that I received in a package that I purchased from Ink Road. And then I have my photos. It's going to be a little girl's birthday party. Woo! I have a scrap from I don't know where. Oh, my apologies. It's Chamel Head in the Clouds. Yep. And we're going to use this little stripey thing. That does not look like Chamel, you guys. I'm sorry. This does, but that did not. Anyways, and then the rest of all of this, does that make sense? Yeah. Is from a Stampin' Up! Pack that I honestly have no idea what it was called. Like I said in a previous video, my girlfriend was destashing all of her patterns, pattern papers, and I had the pleasure of going through, and I basically just took what I wanted that I thought meshed well together, not realizing that it was the same like kit, but this one seems to be on the party side, and it kind of goes with my daughter's princess theme. In her, I do have a little bit of purple, but the rest of the layout, she's wearing a dress about this yay color, maybe a little bit darker, but yeah, it definitely is something that goes well together. And then I thought that this brings in some of the confetti. So what is the sketch, you guys? I don't know, because that's the only part that I'm never ready on. Oh my god. I do this to you guys every time. Here is the sketch, and because it has a little cake on it, it had nothing to do with what I picked out for my layout, to be honest. I just saw that right now. I love all the little bits and pieces going on in here. So I did pull out my cutting system by Creative Memories for the circles, for little quick circles going on. Okay, quick, yeah, okay. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to do the triangles, but I do have this really cool punch. I just now noticed it on the layout. Sorry, but I have this punch. Again, I don't think it would go with my party theme layout that I have going on, or birthday theme, party theme. So I'm not really sure. I'll leave it here, so that way if I do use it, what else do I have? And I have, yay, I also have this punch for the triangles going up and down. So it's a little triangular banner punch. Yeah, I don't do banners, but I have punches for them. Go me! What else do I have that I can use on this layout, you guys? I don't know, but that's more than I was expecting. So this one again is just a bunch of layers on top. It's got 3 photos, teeny tiny. I don't have teeny tiny photos. In fact, I'm probably not going to be able to cut this one down like maybe 1/2 inch, and that's it, because I don't want to lose anything. I know that it is pretty grainy. I mean, it's blurry, you guys. It's a total blurry photo, but I get the concept and I understand what was going on over there. And then this is also a very blurry photo. They were pre-photos before everyone started showing up and making a mess of just how we had it all set up. So I don't remember my children having like parties. So anywho, but I have a few photos of where we had parties, and it's like, why don't we always have parties? I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna get started and see what I can do. I will try not to deviate too far from the sketch, but you guys know me, I probably will. Just saying. So let's go see what I can do. All right. All right, so I'm going to start by trimming my photos down. I need to be able to make sure that they don't span 12 inches across in order for the design to fit. Now, I know that the invitation photo I want to keep as close to 6 inches as possible, so I only trimmed a little bit down on that one. And now I need to figure out what papers I want where. And I decided this polka dot paper is going to be my banner piece going across. And I'm only going to cut down 1/2 inch. So that way it's almost going all the way across the page. But I knew that my photos were going to be quite long. And conveniently, this balloon paper was just the right height, it was perfect all the way around. Can't complain right there. And so now I'm just trying to figure out how big I need the Schmel paper, and I needed to cut down the party table picture down just a little bit more in order for the sketch to work for my photos. Okay, so I want the Schmel paper to be peeking out down below and also over on the left. Yes, it's the left. So you won't see a whole lot of it, but it'll still be there, and you'll also be able to see it behind the photos as well. All right, so I decided the confetti paper is going to be kind of sort of my focal paper, so it's going to be cut into these circles. So I'm going to cut one full circle and then a half a circle. Sorry for my head in the way. I need to be able to see you guys. I'm getting old, and I am almost to the point where I can't see anymore. I don't know. It's tragic. Also, this tool system requires a lot of down pressure. It's one of the reasons why I don't use it a whole lot. It's easy, but then there's one part of it that's not so easy for me. And so I do end up having to trim some of it, or the paper moves or something. I just can't do down pressure, you guys. It's kind of a weird thing. So I don't know what it is. I did contemplate on fussy cutting out some of those banners. I do enjoy that color. Now that color is not red. It's actually like a peachy pink. And that's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed this tissue paper, because it is also a peachy pink. So I'm going to cut out roughly about a 5x7 piece of paper out of the tissue paper. I didn't measure it exactly. I just kind of sort of eyeballed it. But when I put it on the green background, I lost the color. It kind of like got dirty. I don't know how to describe it, but I didn't like it at all. So I'm going to try to crinkle it up and get some of that color coming through. Nope, it's not going to happen. So I'm actually going to do my favorite technique with tissue paper, and that is to glue it to cardstock. Basically, I love the texture because I crinkle it up and I just glue it down. Mountains and valleys all included. I did do 2 layers on this one because I wanted that peachy pink color. I wasn't looking for just texture. I was looking for the color. And plus that little bit of sparkle from the gold, rose gold flakes that are in the tissue paper. So I definitely wanted to get that too. I just roughly cut around the cardstock. I did not do a good job at doing that. And then I took the paper to the edge of my desk and tried to straighten it out a little bit because I did heat set it to dry. So I'm also going through my little arrow container here and pulling out all of the triangles. I put the triangles in with the arrows because it only takes just a little bit to turn a triangle into an arrow. A triangle happens to be my least favorite shape. I just don't, I don't scrapbook well with triangles. I was trying to see how do I put that? I was trying to see if I wanted to stick with the design, like the arrows going towards the title, and I decided I didn't like that at all. So now I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do at the bottom of the page. Notice in the sketch, they have the semicircle and then they have that strip. And I really, really, really wanted to use more of this tissue paper. I wanted it to be seen. And so I decided to ruffle up some at the bottom. And I'm not doing a very good job. I am just basically taking the tissue paper, crinkling it up, and slapping it into the glue. Or this one happens to be the double-sided tape. And I did 2 layers. One of them was a little bit taller than the other, but not by much. And I think I like that a lot. I do, when it's crinkled up like that, it kind of also, in the camera, it looks like a different color, but on the layout, it's not a different color, just to let you guys know. So I'm deciding whether or not I want to back my photos with a photo mat. It's not that they get lost. I did have my photos to where the invitation was on the left and the table was on the right, but the invitation blended in too much with the tissue paper, and so I decided to switch them around, and I like that a lot better. It was just almost like an aha moment. And what you guys can't see what I'm doing is I am just doing a single layer behind the photos, and I crinkled it up. So I smushed it up in my hands really quickly, just the part that I wanted behind the photo. I'm not smushing up the entire thing, just like I did right there. I just smush up a little bit of where I want it, and now I've got that like texture behind the photo, but it's just a little bit. It kind of sort of, I'm not sure. It just kind of like lifts the photo mat up off the page. Or no, yes, photo. What did I just say? I forgot. I don't know. And then I decided that this layout definitely is getting flat, so I want to lift it up with some foam. And I just have these pieces of foam. I think my mother gave me these, but they are 8.5 by 11 pieces of foam. I don't know where she got them. I don't know, but I do believe it was from my mom that I got these when right before she moved she moved away from me, you guys. I'm very upset, but that's okay. She's happy where she's at. So that's all that matters. So, okay, that I squirreled a little bit. So now I'm deciding to put the layout together. I'm finally committing. I like how it looks. I like how it lays out. Well, here's a mistake. Nothing else is glued down, you guys. Guess where that photo is going? Over it all. Yeah. There we go. I finally figured it out that nope, none of that stuff was glued on. So I think I better figure out where I want it all. And then here I go. I'm going to glue that one on because I had that liquid glue. Every time I use this double-sided, or no, it's not double-sided. I apologize. This foam, any type of foam, it only has adhesive on one side. And so the other side, what I do is I put my double-sided tape down as what's it called? Like an instant stick. And then I will put liquid glue down for more of a permanent stick. It's just something that I've always done ever since I started using this type of foam pop-up stuff. I don't know. So now I'm going to just glue everything down paper-wise, everything that I had. I pulled out this chipboard. Again, it is just like a little banner arrow pointier thing. And what I'm going to do, or what I did do off camera, I totally took it out because it just made this video like 40 minutes long, I swear. But I put in, I took all those wood pieces, they're not chipboard, the wood pieces, the triangles, and I went and I sprayed them with an Altenew spray. I cannot remember the name of it. I'm so sorry. And I liked it because it matched the red inside the confetti paper like to a T. It was perfect. It's not red though. It is like a peachy red. So I'm taking this chipboard and I am going to cover it with paper. And then I'm going to take some finishing files and I'm going to sand the edges. I love these finishing files. They just give it such a nice finished edge, like they were supposed to come that way. I just love those. They need to bring back the cool tools, you guys. They really, really do. I'm just glad that I have those. I hope they don't ever wear out. I put liquid glue behind my chipboard so it will stick to the tissue paper. I wasn't sure how well the double-sided tape would. I went off camera and decided to find some lettering for a title. At first I wasn't going to do a title, because I do have another page. It's kind of like a companion page, but this isn't a double page for this particular birthday party. And I just wasn't sure if I wanted 2 titles. So, but it looks like I end up with 2 titles. I went with some open triangles. There, I'm going to put the title down 1 letter at a time with the adhesive because, you know, they don't stick. And I did not make you guys watch that, like, at all. So I glued "Let's" on top of the photos. I don't mind gluing things to my photos, you guys. It's never been a problem with me. I've never even second guessed it. It's just, I want the photo to be part of the layout. I want something to draw your eye into the photo. So that's what it is. Again, I go back to contemplating with the design where it has something pointing to the title. I thought maybe pointing away would look good. I don't like it, you guys. I can't do it, but I do love this up and down element. It's very, very the main attraction for me on this sketch. I absolutely love it. And I think I keep calling it a layout. I apologize. I'm so sorry. So I have all these open triangles, and 2 of them didn't come with centers, but the other 3, the smaller ones, did. And so I popped those ones out. But what I'm going to do really quick is take the teeny tiniest little triangles that I have and put them in the center of all of these triangles. So that way I've got the wood veneer piece and then a smaller piece. So you can still see that pattern behind. I really like this. I almost took some Nuvo drops and actually was going to fill in these triangles, and I opted not to. Instead, I really like the wood triangles inside there, and you can see the pattern papers. So that was a cute little, you know, let's do this. I do have some good ideas every now and then. I decided to take this weird design of up triangles and down triangles, and I decided that I was going to enhance it just a little bit more and take my solid triangles and make it look like they were kind of like falling up and down and around the open triangles. I don't know. I'm just adding to the design and keeping the cluster kind of sort of tight around the clustered triangles. I don't know what to call those. Those triangles though, the inner pieces, the solid, I keep saying, holy cow. The solid triangles, I have no idea where I got those. But the open triangles, except for the 3 that came with triangles inside, I think those are close to my heart. But the other open ones are from Altenew. I had squares, triangles, and something else. What else did I have? Anyways, they all came in an Altenew embellishment pack that I got. It was kind of like one of those little, what do they call the bags where you don't know what's inside them? They're not gift bags. Anyways, I have no idea. Right there really quickly, I was just showing you guys that I brought in that those alpha letters because I was going to use those pink circles that had in them. Again, I had confetti in my brain, but they were too pink. They weren't this peachy pink that is in the sketch, or not sketch, but in the pattern. And that's it, you guys. I am all done. Holy cow, October has been long, and see what the sketch is next week. No, tomorrow. I have no idea. All right. See ya.